Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 20 of the Road to Anywhere, my Journeyman series. Can you believe it's episode 20, week 20, year 20, in the game? I'm this close to picking up my free bus pass. How crazy is that, eh? But anyway, if you're still here after 20 episodes, thank you very much. I really do appreciate all the support on this series. I also appreciate it when you smash the like button because it really helps me out. So thank you to the people who do hit the like button, and thank you to everyone who comments as well. Second year in Chile, we're still here at O'Higgins. You might remember last week we won the cup and we were riding high in the league, and we ended up ballsing up near the end and became third. This year I really wanted to have a good go at the league, really wanted to try and win the league for O'Higgins, and I wanted to have a good run in the Champions League as well. And I've done a bit of business, got rid of a few of the older players, even though they're quite good. I got some good offers for them, and I found some good young players, a lot of good young Chile players. They're not world stars, but in the league we're in, they're good young players, and I think we're building for the future here at the club. And I wanted to do well, and I was excited to play this year. You might also know this is out on a Friday, not a Saturday. I've been working a lot recently, so I am struggling. So this is coming out on the Friday, and the next Denton Villa episode will be out on Sunday, and I'll have another story based experiment called The Tycoon, which is coming out on Monday. So thank you very much. Well, let's get into it. We're going to start here, and it's the end of January. I've done all the transfers at this point. I'm going to show you them pretty much first. But with my new squad, the bookies still think we're going to be third. No different, no change from last year, and that's the way the league ended last year, with Colo on top and the Uni Boys in second. But I think we can do better than third this year. Like I said, I've got rid of a couple of older players, but I think I've done all right. It was a lot of fun. It was quite tough. It was quite grueling, really. Sometimes I have a lot of fun building squads. I've done it millions of times. You've seen me do it, but it was a bit grueling, this one. I've done all right in the end, but I had a lot of rejections. And it was hard because you want to bring in these really good players, and you can find some really good players in like Brazil, but you've got that foreigner limit rule. So I really tried to keep it as Chilean players as best I could, and I can't wait to show you what I've been up to. But yeah, the bookies think we're going to be third. I think we could do better. Okay, I'm going to show you the outs first, and the first big out was Mario. He left back from last year. He is 30 and he is from Chile, and he's pretty good. But I've signed two good young left backs. I've also released some players as well. But I thought, it was good money because he wasn't worth 600 grand. But now he's gone to wherever he's gone to. He's worth 1.8 million. Brill. Another player to leave was my right back from last year. Again, a really good player. Again, he's from Chile. But I suppose he's getting a bit older, and I think I've found some good young players. The same theme, really, running throughout this year's transfer window. And we got a good price for him. So, again, I wanted to clear it out a bit and start anew. Next player was me other left back from last year. I thought he was going to be a good player. We brought him in. He's one of my foreigners. Really struggled. Really struggled. I managed to get about 350 grand for him. And, he didn't play for me. Got rid of a foreigner out of the squad as well. So I think it was good business. And the only other real big transfer, it's big in Chile, was Mansilla to leave. And I put him up for sale and just accepted our bids for him because he's 31. And we've got I've got a good striker. I've got a good young striker, and I've signed a good young striker. So I didn't need him. He ended up going to Colo, our arch rivals. Won't pay much attention to it. So hopefully this one don't come back to bite me in the ass. Let's look at some of my ins, and the biggest in was this chap. Cost me over 3 million quid. He's now not worth that. Fair enough, I know, but 27 and he's an international. We've brought him from the MLS, and the level we're at, he's a top class centre half. Next up was my next big purchase at 1.3 million. It's big money over here, but what a buy we've got here from Santa Fe, right? 20-year-old Colombian, well worth the foreigner, because in this league at our level, this kid's going to be a boss. You may remember last year, I'm sure I mentioned it, the one area I was a bit worried about was my left wing. I think I've addressed that this year by buying Uruguayan 25-year-old Fred, we're going to call him. I need to do some nicknames. He is a world beater in this league. Quick, can cross, can dribble. I'm well happy. Another player I brought in is my new right back with super potential. He's taken up another one of the foreign spots, and it's 18-year-old Brazilian Alex Jose, who is absolutely brilliant. Great physicals, great potential, great tackler. Yeah, honestly, we're getting younger, and I think we're getting better. And then the last major signing, the one I'm going to show you anyway, is Rodrigo Valdez, 21-year-old from Chile, got him from a league rival. It cost me 180 grand. He's now worth a little bit more, and he's now my new left back. And I think he's better than Figueroa, who left for 600 grand. So I think we've done some good business. Now I have released and sold a few other players, bit partners, youth players. I've also brought in a few younger players as well. So my youth team's looking quite good. And I think I've improved the first team. It's a bit younger, a bit fresher. I was well excited. And the money is pretty good, to be fair. I can't lie. It's not like Europe. It's definitely not. I've spent 7.5, close to 8 million quid. I've brought in 4 with all the little bits and stuff. So, we've done some okay business, to be fair. I've still got 11 million to spend, which in this country is a lot of money. It's a lot of money because what's my record player at the minute? 3.3 million. 11 million. I'm super, super rich. And we've got 18 million in the bank. Everything was looking good at O'Higgins. If we look at the squad, it's depth anyway. Just have a quick overall look. I'm not looking at all the individual players though. I've given out new contracts to everyone. Rubina is the backup keeper. I've got him in. Didn't cost me hardly anything. He's a bit better than the old backup, but we're sticking with the keeper from last year. Defensively, we've got the new fullbacks. We've got this guy here who is from last year, and we've got the new centre half as well. So my centre halves are looking strong. In the middle of the park, same boys as last year, because they're all good, weren't they? Again, same right winger, same strikers. Although according to this, the kid from last year who was behind Garcia is now above Garcia. So it's going to be interesting to see if he could push Garcia this year for a first team spot. And then obviously I've got my new left winger. So all round, we're looking pretty good. Staff wise, is still the daddy. No one in this league has caught us up. They've signed staff, but nowhere near as good as we have. I went to the board and asked for a new coaching spot. They gave me one more spot because training wise, everything was brilliant apart from, I think it's tactical coaching. So we brought in this chap, another Brazilian, and he's been an under-20s manager, reserve manager. He's done quite a lot at quite a lot of teams, and I think he's a fantastic coach. 44 years old. He comes into a team that's very small, but very good. Hopefully it's a good thing for us this year, a good little advantage. So we had 4 games in pre-season, and it was a bit so-so. I didn't organise this, apart from one game, which you might have recognised. I left it to my assistant because I was doing too much. Couldn't be bothered doing with all the transfers. It was getting on top a bit, really. Honestly, got turned down by so many. I found so many good players, and just they won't come to us yet. We're not good enough, reputation-wise. So we had 3 games, and we drew the first one. The next one we won 4-2. Then we won 3-1, and then we had quite a big gap. So I felt like we needed another game. So I had a game against Club Bruges. So my old team, my second to last team, came over. I know a lot of the faces. It's quite good to play against them. And they didn't beat us, which gave me a lot of positives about this year, especially for the Champions League. But before the actual league campaign kicks off, we've got a couple of other games first. And the first one is the Super Coppa. We've got to play Colo Colo, the biggest team in the country. A team I really, really want to beat. Obviously, we're the cup winners, they're the league winners. And they are still class. And then after that, it's the Champions League. We're going to be kicking off our qualifiers against Lanús, who are from Argentina, and then we get straight into the league. The Chile Cup doesn't start till June. Can't wait to get started, so let's see what went on. Well, first off, we picked up a trophy, the second trophy here in Chile. Buzzing with it, to be fair. Although it was 0-0 and we had to win on penalties. The penalties were atrocious. We all missed about 15 penalties each. That's what it felt like. But a win's a win. And to win against Colo Colo in any way is a great thing. Great to have a trophy and a good confidence boost for the rest of the season. Next up, it was the Champions League, and the Argentinian team, Lanús, came to Rancagua, and we beat them 1-0. Goal from Mendes, penalty in the 79th minute. Very even game though, to be fair. It wasn't a great watch. But then in the second leg, disaster struck. Got beat 2-0. I'm not going to be in the Champions League this year. Oh, I can't lie. I did not have this in my plans. Won the cup last year. I really thought this was not part of the plan. It was a real kick in the balls, and yeah. If we switch to the league, we've got some cool positives here. It's been pretty special, to be fair. At this point, we're top of the league, only by 3 points, but we're undefeated. Unistad de Chile we're in second. Colo Colo we're in fourth. 9 points behind us. I was buzzing. Look how many times they've won the league. Boring. So yeah, I was super happy with this. Couldn't complain. Second highest goal scorer in the league. Best player in the league. Things were great. Top of the goal scoring charts, which is always great. 3 goals ahead of Colo Colo. And joint top of the defence charts with Universidad de Chile. With 5 goals conceded each. So, I mean, I was happy with my new defence. The only thing was biting me in the arse was that Champions League. Oh, seriously. Not getting to the groups. I'm going to be moaning about that all episode. Here's the squad arranged by average rating, and we've got some standout players. Best player in the league's injured at the minute. It's potentially 2 weeks, but he's been fantastic. He's brilliant. Leonardo Nunes, again, another young midfielder who has just blown me away this year. Valdez, my new left back, way better than the guy. I did have doubts because I'm thinking Figueroa's experience, he's good. Well, 600 grand, bargain, buzzing with that to sell Figueroa, and then we got him for like a third of the price. Again, some of these guys are doing really well. If you look at who's scoring the goals, Garcia is easily the main man again. My right winger, Martin Miller, very, very good. Where's my other striker? Because I really wanted him to step up this year. Can't really get in the team. He's unhappy. He's away with under Chile's under 20s. It's just Garcia. He just fits the tactic, and I trust him. But I don't know how long Nelson is going to be happy being a backup and not playing, because not in the Champions League, it's not going to help. Less games. But eventually he's going to want to move on because he's a good player. Obviously in the league, we haven't been beat, you know that. We've drawn 2. The VOLCANO kicks ass, but this team of mine in this league are very good. And again, Champions League's a twat. But they're young. And I think if I stay here and don't make so many changes in the summer, I think they'll do a lot better next year. I really believe that. But this year now, I've already won the Chile Cup. This year I was just going to be focusing on this league. And if we could keep up this kind of form, I mean, beating Colo Colo away 3-1 is a statement, innit? If I can keep this up, we're going to have a successful season. Financially, the club's in a great, great place. I'd offered out all new contracts. I'd given my staff pay rises. On my main players, I gave them longer deals. I tied everyone down. Everyone who wanted a minimum fee release clause has got £150 million minimum fee release clause, so no one's going to get stolen off me. The club's in a great place, really, really is, and it's been a lot of fun. Just the Champions League, Get over it, Bood. Get over it. Obviously, we're using the VOLCANO, and I've been training the lads up on different things and different tactics, but since I've come here, I'm just sticking with this. No messing about. Let's not waste any time. Let's concentrate on one way of playing, and that's what I've done this year. I've gone for each player as well, new and old, and made sure the training exactly what I want them to be doing for the position that they are playing, and I'm thinking that's helped us in the league this year. If you want this, people ask me about this. If you want to try this out, you can find a download in every video I ever make. You'll see a download link, the VOLCANO Mediafire. If you want to try it out, check it out. I've had so much great feedback from it. People have a lot of success with it. Check it out. If you do, let me know how it goes for you. Well, our great form has also boosted us up with the bookies. They still think Colo Colo are going to win it. And to be fair, you don't know, do you? Last year, halfway through the season, we were looking really good. And I think Colo Colo came out of nowhere and took their trophy back. So I won't ruling anything out. I was just going to be going game by game and trying my best to win every single one of them. Now, obviously, only my second year here. I could already speak Spanish. Don't forget, I was at Seville for a good few years. That's when I learnt my Spanish. So that was never an issue. Although it sounds different. I always remember speaking to a Portuguese guy, and they speak Portuguese in Brazil. And I said to him, "What does it sound like to you?" And he said, it was like, the best way he could describe it was like an American. So we have English and they speak English, but they sound American. So it's the same thing really. Different words mean different things as well. But same with English, doesn't it? But when it comes to the squad, I've got the support of pretty much everyone. Pretty much. Enough to do me. All the main boys love me. Now obviously we've got a great little stadium. Although we don't own it. I tried to get them to buy it, they wouldn't do it. Which is rubbish. But one thing the board are doing at the minute is improving the training facilities. Spent a couple of million on that, which is great. Because I've said this loads of times, but whenever I come to a team, and how many clubs have I been at now? How many have I been at? 1, 2, 3. I've been at a lot. Is it 6, 7? I can't remember. I always try and play the game like I'm going to be there forever. I don't just come in and go. I'll always try and leave something behind, like new facilities, new stadiums, improved stadiums. I always try and leave them in a good place. And I think I always do that. So I'm doing that here. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I want to put a couple of good years in. I'll be honest with you. Although, you know, my heart's telling me to stay. Come on, we can win the Champions League one day. My head is kind of telling me, put a good few years in here, dude. But if you ever want to win the South American Champions League, you're going to have to go somewhere like Brazil or Argentina. So the team's looking good. Our star player's got an injury, but it's nothing serious. We're top of the league. We've got the best goal scorers. We've got the best defence. I was having fun. It's all about the league. We've still got the Chile Cup as well. Could we retain that? I reckon we find out. Let's go to the end and see what happened. Well, we got all the way to the quarterfinals. We played two teams I bet you've never heard of in the second round and the third round. So when we got to the quarterfinals, we finally came up against a proper team. Universidad de Chile. And we drew 0-0 at our place, which, you know, disappointing. Lost Valdez to an injury in a really shit game, to be fair. We hardly even touched the ball. So could we get to the semi-finals? Do we have a chance of retaining our cup? No, did we Eckers? Like 1-0 Borefest? We didn't. They dominated possession. We dominated the game though. Loads of chances. It's our fault. Didn't play well enough. I don't know if the boys have just got one eye on the league, but that was the thing, innit? We're not in the Champions League. We're not in the Chile Cup this year. We could just concentrate on that league and try and get a title for O'Higgins. What I'm going to have to do is try and remember to block what position we are in the league at the top there. But you'll see now we didn't finish the league. I've reversed the dates, by the way, going backwards this way, because my beautiful face is in the way, as always. We didn't go undefeated. And the first game we lost was against a team that just beat us in the cup. They're our nemesis this year. And we also got beat off Union Española, who won the league a few years ago, so they're a pretty good team. They just make me think of the Third Reich, German Nazis. Really does make me think of them. And you got Colo Colo, the only other team that beat us, but it's Colo freaking Colo. So losing them 3 games could be enough to lose your league title when you've got other teams that very rarely lose. We had some great games though, some great performances. Was it enough? Could we win a title? Champions! It was close, hey? When you think you only lost 3 games and drawn 2, and you can only win the league by 2 points, this league is super competitive. It was tight last year, remember? Do you remember how tight it was last year? We lost it by 2 points last year, remember? We had 68. Universidad Catalogalica, they got 69 points. And then Colo Colo won it with 70. So it was kind of like revenge. Do you know what I mean? That's how close it is. Couple of points. Brilliant though, innit? George Garcia finished with 15 goals. Javier Reyes though for Colo Colo was a beast. 29 goals, I mean. Finishing 16, he's pace 17. Yeah, he's 23. He's a good player. He's also the best player in the league. But yeah, I can't lie. Super happy with this. We've won the cup first year, the league. The second year, I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. Could have done the Champions League in the third year. That'd be a great story, that, if I could, wouldn't it? I doubt it, but it'd be awesome. It was Battle of the Universities for the Chile Cup, and Universidad Católica won it. They came 4th in the league this year. They were runners up last year, and they beat De Chile in the final. Have that De Chile twat. Over to the Champions League, and it was an all-Argentinian final. This is what I was saying this to my missus. She does listen to me sometimes. I was saying how much I was enjoying it being at O'Higgins, and she was just saying, no, blah, blah, blah. I was trying to tell her all about the Champions Leagues and how I've won one in Asia and Europe, and that, you know, really, really would love to do it with a team like this because it's unfashionable. It'd be a great achievement. So I'm definitely going to have one more year at it. But I think if I realistically want to win it while I'm in South America, I'm going to have to, aren't I? I mean, I've tried Brazil once, and it's a bit confusing. It used to be. I don't know what it's like now. That was years ago. I've never ever been to Argentina. But the only thing I'd think is I'd love to be Boca. I'd love to be a Boca manager. I've always liked Boca. So that may be an option because I don't want to go anywhere down. I don't want to go down from Chile. I don't want to go to Colombia or Uruguay. I think I'm going to stick it out at O'Higgins until I'm bored or until I can't do any more. I'm going to try and head to Argentina. That's my plan. First team squad, it's fairly big. I've got a lot of depth, but I put a few kids up here as well. They've been flirty between the two teams. But if you look at the age of this team, it's quite mixed. It's not as young as you might think it is. There's a lot of players who are going towards the end of the 20s. But I think we're primed. I really do think we're primed. Got a lot of homegrown players. The values aren't crazy. I mean, if you sort out the value, so look, what's my highest value player? 1.8 million. Oh, I know. We've got a lot of Peruvians as well, representing Peru. But yeah, I'm happy with this squad. I think it's a really good, well-balanced, all-rounded team. And I don't really need to add much to. Now, I've been scouting a lot. I think if I find a little gem, someone who can really make a difference, I might push the boat out. But I think we're settled here. And I think not only could we win the league next year, I think we could do okay in the Champions League. Definitely want to have another go at it with O'Higgins. Financially, we're still doing okay. The money dwindled a little bit as the year went on, but this is the end of the season. We're going to get some more money in, and financially, we're in a really good place and really positive. Now, I mentioned earlier that we're improving the training facilities. I lied. It was the youth facilities. They're still doing that. It's taking forever. I don't know what they're doing. But they've just accepted me to improve the training facilities. Construction work set to begin in January and be done by next summer. It takes forever. Why does it take so long here? Why? Very annoying. But it's putting the club in a great place. Do you know what else is putting the club in a great place? My youth team, I told you they're pretty good. And this is another thing actually. I've got some really good high prospect players who are already here, who are now going to be hitting 18, 19 and probably need first team football. I might have to evaluate, I might not spend any money. I might give some of these kids a go. Because look how well they did in their league. I mean, they didn't win the league by 2 points. They won it by about 35 million points against Colo Colo. So there's some talent there, isn't there? Like proper talent. I'm also guessing, because we won the league, we won't have to qualify. We should be going straight into the Champions League next year, which is a bonus. Because what it does in the group stage, obviously we didn't make it. They want me to get to the semi-final of the Chile Cup. We didn't make that. But hopefully winning the Super Copa and the league is enough. It was enough, because I'm not getting the sack. I've still got the job. Yeah, forget the Chile Cup next year. I am B-teaming that as soon as that kicks off in June. It's them two. It's the big two I want. Champions League. I want the Champions League. When was the last time a Chile team won it? I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Colo Colo in 1991. I can't see any other teams above that. If I've got that wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure 1991. It's now the year 2030 freaking 9. There we go, that is the end of episode 20. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to smash the like button. Thank you very much. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. At the time of filming, I am this close to 8,000 subscribers, so thank you to every single one of you. You're a bunch of legends. Don't forget my next Den Villa episode should be out very soon, and the following Sunday after this is released. And I've got a new video called The Tycoon, which is pretty good, I think. I've done player experiments, we've done manager experiments, and I've got a lot more of them to come. It's time for something a little bit different, and I've enjoyed making it, so hopefully you'll love watching it. That should be out on Monday. But yeah, let me know what you think. League title, pretty good. And I'd like to add in a bit more detail and stuff to this episode, but like I said, I've been really busy. I've worked this morning, I've come home to this, I'm going back to work, I'm working tomorrow. I've hardly got any days off at the minute, so I'm struggling. But I'm trying my best to put content out there for you, so yeah, thank you for the support. It means the world to me. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this. You've been amazing. I've been Bood. I'll see you next time.